Welcome to Our Girl Relationships. On this channel, we discuss day-to-day problems people face in their lives. Let's start with the video.
I, 21 male, have never experienced something like this before, so I'm feeling really crushed. My dad was always like my hero, somebody to look up to. My girlfriend I've been with for over a year has only seen my parents a couple of times. We moved in together during COVID and it's serious. I really wanted her to get along with my family like I get along with hers. Last time we went over was last week on Saturday. Then Sunday morning after breakfast, she tells me she's got something to show me and says what was happening after I drove my mom to the store to pick up more stuff. She took out a video of my dad with her and he's acting really weird. But I could tell my girl was nervous the way she was talking. He was telling her she's really beautiful and saying all this super gross stuff he would do if he wasn't married. It made me really mad, and my girlfriend in the video sounded really nervous and she told him, well, they won't do any of that, even if he wasn't married. Then sometimes the camera would move away from him like she's trying to get away and he would move closer anyways. It goes on like 5 minutes, him asking if he could have a kiss and all this other stuff. It just made my stomach twist up and I'm really mad. My girlfriend told me she was really sorry. I'm like, what the hell? I told her I'm sorry and we're not going back again, I promise. I told my mom about it because I don't know if I could talk to my dad without wanting to beat the crap out of him. But I'm shocked by how she is. She saw it, but she says my dad says he doesn't remember and he was obviously drunk. But that's not true. It wouldn't make a difference even if he was. We know he had only like 3 beers, which is nothing to him. Now, I'm at both. My mom says he didn't do anything wrong, and we're making a big deal by saying me and my girlfriend aren't going to see them anymore. All week she's been calling to say my dad is really hurt by this and they didn't think I'd be willing to drop them over a misunderstanding. I don't know what to do anymore because I need to support my girl, but it hurts me that they don't see how messed up what my dad did is. Like, how do I handle this situation with them? Look at it this way. Even if you and this girl break up, what about the next one? You will be on creep patrol forever. Your mom is in denial. I'd be willing to bet this isn't new or shocking to her. He has likely done this and worse. Mama has her own reasons, but that doesn't excuse her ignoring it for you and your girlfriend. I personally would go very low contact. Your dad is sketchy as F, and your mom becomes untrustworthy when she must deal with his behavior. He's a predator and he's probably done this before. He may have done it to your mom's friends. Your mom may be used to making these excuses for him. If he's ready to chase a stranger around, trying to kiss her, I imagine living with him isn't a walk in the park. At the end of the day, you can't subject your girlfriend to that. If he won't admit there's a problem, he's not going to fix it. So I would go forward with the understanding that this will keep happening, which means you're probably going to be seeing him a hell of a lot less. Original poster is in the same position as my husband. He warned me, but even he didn't remember how bad his dad could be, and he looked mortified. Haven't seen his parents since. His mom is 1,000% an enabler too. So effing sad. The dude is gross. At least original poster and my husband know it's unacceptable. Can I ask what prompted her to record? Has he been inappropriate with her before? Edit, I honestly don't know how you're supposed to move past the fact that your dad was trying to hit on your girlfriend and your mom defended his actions, so that she'd have proof in case I didn't believe her. She's never told me something like this happened before, so maybe just to be sure. I don't know how I'm supposed to either. It makes me sick and I don't ever want to put my girlfriend through that again. Not trying to hit on. This is harassment. This is predator behavior. She said no and he continued to harass her and try to coerce her. He's a much older man and there is an inherent power balance just in the nature of their relationship. As the father, authority figure of her boyfriend, her peer, who is quite young and obviously dependent on his parents emotionally, possibly at least in part financially. This was absolutely gross, unethical behavior, even putting aside his betrayal of his son who idolized him. Original poster, you have done everything right so far. Please keep it up. I'm so very sorry that you have discovered your parents are not who you thought they were. I think the way to deal with this in a healthy way going forward is getting an individual counselor so you can deal with all your emotions and plan how you want to support your girlfriend going forward, as she must have been terrified, and it seems you two really love each other, as you rightly came to her defense, and she obviously hated telling you this because she didn't want to see you hurt, but she also knew you deserved the truth. Both of you were great here, very mature and responsible. Leagues ahead of your unfortunately crappy parents. Maybe you guys could do a few couples session too to deal with how traumatized you both must be. Good luck. This is a really painfully crappy place to be. But you will be better off in another year or so as you start to heal, because even though things seem good with your parents, there is no way that their toxic tendencies would not negatively affect you before. You've just been raised not to see it, like someone who grows up in a cult. Thank you for being a caring boyfriend. This stuff is traumatic. Ex-father in law kissed me and said many inappropriate things the first time I met him. After having a newborn, and husband left me alone with him. Honestly, my ex and I might still be together had he not been so dismissive of me and wanting daddy to love him. I put up with crap for years. My daughter did too. Women were stupid, and for only one thing. Alcohol was also blamed. Nope, he was a creep, and I'm glad he's dead now. This is not a misunderstanding. You have video evidence of sexual harassment and intimidation. I wonder how many people he's done this to. Also, is this behavior likely to escalate? You could never trust him around your current or any future partner, nor your future children. Your mother is in denial. He needs help. Not sure how you can compel him, but might be an idea to alert other family members at risk. Sorry that this happened to you and your girl. Wow, I'm really sorry about that. I don't know he'd do that. I mean, I love my dad. He's always been there for me, but now that I know he did this to her, it's like I can't look at him the same anymore, and I don't want him around us. We know it's still too early, but we know we love each other and want this to be a permanent thing, like get married in another 2-3 years and have kids in the future. So that's not something that I want her to deal with. Update. Well, I just want to thank everyone for my last post, for giving me your thoughts and what I could do about the thing with my dad. I haven't talked to any of them for a few weeks, but something happened, then suddenly my dad changed his story. So me and my girlfriend learned something pretty cool this week. She was like 3 days late on her period, so she took a test, and they all came positive, so we're definitely pregnant. We're nervous, excited about it. We didn't expect that right now, but we're just getting ready. Thing was, my cousin was there at our place when my girlfriend took the test, and we were so focused on the fact that she's pregnant and getting all excited. I didn't think to tell my cousin, don't tell my parents, but guess she thought I would have told them already and let it slip. My mom was trying to reach out again nonstop, then this time my dad too. He told me he's sorry, but he really wants to be a part of my life and our kids. Now, he says he's sorry for lying about being drunk, and he doesn't know why he did that, but he guesses he was embarrassed about what he did to my girlfriend. He never planned to actually do anything with her like that, something that mattered. Now he's saying he's going to work on himself, when before there was even a baby in the picture, he wanted to stick to his lie about not remembering what he did and being too drunk. Now he's admitting he's fully sober. I knew that was a lie already, but having that confirmation, I don't know, it made me more mad and sad because he knew exactly what he was doing, scaring and being a creep to my girlfriend like that, with his own kid's girlfriend. I hated that he was making me cry on the phone hearing him cry like that. He wanted to give him another chance. I told him they're not allowed around me, my girlfriend, or our kid, and hope he knows just how big he messed up and never does that to anyone else. It hurt me saying bye to my dad, and he better not try to come around because I won't hold back this time, even if my girlfriend's there. I can't forgive something like that or let him be around her. She was really supportive after I finished talking to him. We both just cried for a little bit, then I felt better. Kind of feel bad that she's over here trying to make me feel better. And then I had to tell my cousin why I didn't tell them, but she's got to keep this from the rest of the family. I don't want to deal with everybody else yet. Right now I'm still sad, but also trying to be happy. I'm going to be a dad and get ready for that. Well done. If he will creep on your girlfriend, he will creep on your daughter, and regardless of gender, any of your child's female friends, when they get to whatever age level he's into. Well done. While it sucks, remember when a kid is in the picture, these choices are easy. If you wouldn't be proud and over the moon happy to see your child grow up to be in your position and make that exact same decision, then you don't get to make that decision. So you nailed it. Every time I have to make a difficult choice, I think how I would want my son to handle that difficult decision. decision and always do what I would tell him to do. Good for you. A real man protects his family at all costs, even from people you would never expect. Your girlfriend and baby are your family now and they come first. I just want to tell you that I'm really proud of you for standing up for your girlfriend. You're going to be an amazing dad. I'm sorry for what your parents are putting you through, and I hope that you give yourself a lot of grace. You did the right thing, and I hope that you don't let anyone make you doubt your decision. You made the right decision despite how difficult it was. You've prioritized the safety of your child and partner as you should. I wonder if you should let your cousin tell your family. I would not be surprised if your girlfriend wasn't his only target. Regardless, you're doing well. Congrats on your new little one. Thanks. I'm really nervous about being a dad. I know I always wanted kids, but this still is a surprise for me. Still, we're excited for our baby. I'm trying hard not to feel sad about it, because for me, I feel like he doesn't deserve me being sad over him. Trying to work on it. My girlfriend's so sweet. She bought my favorite food for dinner and we watched movies all night to forget. Perverts and abusers thrive on silence. It's almost never an isolated incident. Victims are ashamed and don't want to cause drama, so they stay silent. This just lets the creep keep doing their thing. People should definitely speak up about this behavior and let other people know. It may spare other women in the future from becoming victims. Good job, young man. You're already a better father than yours by protecting your new real family. I would cut off both your parents if you haven't already, and I'm surprised your mom stayed with him after what he said at the minimum, or killed him for doing that to another woman, let alone her own son's significant other. I'm sorry that happened to you. Now karma has rewarded you and your significant other with a new bundle of joy to start your family. He's only apologizing now you'll have something that he's interested in. It's an ulterior motive. He didn't apologize before he knew you were going to have a baby, and now he wants to be involved because of that. It's selfish. Continue protecting your own family. It's hard to cut off contact with your family, but you made the right choice by protecting your girlfriend from him. That was a line that he should have never thought to cross. You are her rock, and that speaks volumes to your character. Next story. My husband and I have been married for 29 years. Our daughter is 27 and has 2 daughters aged 5 and 3. She and her boyfriend, the father of the kids, broke up a year and a half ago. She works for my husband's company and had long days, and we decided that it would be the right thing to do to get her a nanny. She did the hiring and went through a bunch of candidates before finding one that she really liked. The kids also really liked her. Her job involves a lot of travel and events, so the nanny lived there. My husband and I would go over a lot to visit them, but I never suspected anything. Our marriage had our ups and downs. After my 26-year-old son was born, he came home late every night and I finally caught him cheating in the act. He apologized and said he had postpartum depression. In our late 30s, he had an overseas project, and the looks his employees would give him when I visited made me extremely suspicious. One of the employees ended up quitting and telling me that he was sleeping with a sales rep from another company and also an employee. I actually filed for divorce and he lived in another house for a year, but relatives pressured us to work it out, telling me that I was a stay-at-home mom with outdated skills. Since that time, I fell back in love and I felt that he'd been faithful. But our son has been asking me about our relationship, saying things that seemed strange. His way of describing it was that my husband appeared to be in love and happy, but he looked like he was missing something. Then, my husband started looking nervous around me and finally broke down and said he messed up. He told me he was sleeping with the nanny and she had a pregnancy scare. He said that she wanted to leave and give her notice without incident but has nowhere else to go, and he feels obligated to get her a job or otherwise set her up. He apologized and begged for my help to make sure our daughter doesn't get stressed out about this. He says the nanny doesn't deserve to suffer for this and the grandkids love her. What should I do? My daughter doesn't know anything and neither does my son beyond his dad's strange behavior. Both my kids work with my husband in some capacity and he has a wonderful relationship with both of them. I'm of course heartbroken and have been preparing to spend the rest of my life with him. We've built up a history together and I do not remember what it was like when we didn't have each other to rely on. Act normal, consult a lawyer, and start divorce proceedings, or keep suffering. It's a pity he couldn't extend the concern he has for the nanny to you. And now he has the gall to ask you to help the woman he's been messing around with, probably in your home too. He won't leave her because he has every intention of continuing. Are you going to hang around until he finally manages to knock her up? And tell your kids, they're adults. Also, open a bank account that he does not use and transfer 1/2 of all your checking and savings account. Move all the important papers to another location. These papers would be all bank statements, credit card statements, tax returns, including the business returns, telephone and cell phone reports. Run credit reports to see if he has opened another credit cards that you don't know about or gotten for her. Tell your children immediately. Your son said it looked like his father was in love. It was probably his plan to leave you so you could get your ducks lined up so you don't get caught flat-footed. Protect yourself and get yourself to the doctor and get STD panel tests. Once you get an attorney, hire a forensic accountant to sift through the financials and see if he can give her money. Whatever money he spent on her goes on your side for reimbursement. Get lawyered up and act fast. So let me get this straight. Every time your husband messed up, you were left to fix everything. Your relatives pressured you to be with him because you're a stay-at-home mom, and now this dude has the audacity to ask you for help after he cheated? What the hell? You deserve so much better. You don't have to help him with a single thing. You don't owe him or that nanny a damn thing. Divorce him. He's a no good piece of crap. If your daughter finds out, tough. He should have thought about how it would affect everyone around him, but he's too much of a selfish person. Don't put up with any more of his crap. I wish you all the best. Oh man, I really feel sorry for you. Through the type of how you wrote this post, I can really see how heart-shattered you feel. I completely understand that you have no clue what to do, but the fact that he's already cheated, even after you birthed y'all's son, which makes it even more hurtful and disgusting, makes it worse. But I really think that it will be much harder for you to fall in love again and gain trust, because one accident, is kind of sometimes forgivable, but it was just one little moment. But this time, it's a different story to me. She even had a pregnancy scare, which kind of means they had intercourse multiple times. I don't know. This just doesn't seem like a one-time accident because of mental health to me. This just seems like a lustful opportunity which he enjoyed and now feels bad for. And even that he said that he needs your help so y'all's daughter doesn't get stressed out about the topic, excuse me, he did something wrong. And now he expects your help on something he did to you. You're the person who's suffering from this, not him. And it shouldn't be you trying to make things up so your daughter doesn't get stressed out about something your husband did to you. I know that it's a really hard decision to make, but I do not think that you should be sacrificing your happiness just so your husband doesn't come out as a cheater again. I think you should put yourself first. Your husband can still have a good relationship with your kids. That doesn't have anything to do with you. That's his part. So if you want to split because you feel too much betrayed and unfaithfulness, you may do so. But what I really do think is that you shouldn't make your decision based on what the relationship of your husband and your kids will look like. You should think about your needs and what you really want. Do you still want to spend the rest of your life with this man, keeping quiet on his cheating behavior just to save his relationship with the kids, helping out the lady he slept with, and even maybe getting cheated on again, as he's already done it 2 times and you forgave him? That should be the things you should think about. Put your happiness first.